Hello, students. So, in the ShiftToIT.com course, we need to make sure that we do everything on our own. So, we are trying to follow that principle. So, like, student will need to play around with like everything. So, we have already given you control panel access, and you already know how to go to File Manager, and from File Manager, how you try to access the files. So, you'll see that control manager has got File Manager. So this was good for the start, but eventually as a developer, you will need to access the Linux terminal many a times. So in this control panel, we spoke to the hosting agency and made sure that you get the terminal access as well. Now the giving the terminal access is not available by default, because like terminal is very powerful. You can do whatever you want with it, but then with power, as that code goes, right, comes responsibility. So it is not really advisable for non-developers to use control panel. So that's why by default they disable it, but then we request the hosting company and they make it available. So what you need to do is first to confirm that the hosting company has enabled it based on like our request. So log into control panel as usual, then in the top right box just search for the terminal. So once you click on terminal, something like this should show up here. Okay, so here if you do pwd, that is something called as present working directory. So pwd, it will show you slash home slash something. That something is based on the control panel id that you have got. So in your case it will not be empl, but something different. That is fine. Now what you can do is you can simply say ls. So ls is like listing the files and folders in the directory. So as you will see, your file manager also shows these directories in the UI. So as a developer, we are not using UI, right? Now, again, this public HTML is where you copied your index files and HTML files and everything, right? So to check what are the files in this directory, you say change directory, which is C for change, D for directory, CD space, and then just copy paste like this public underscore HTML, or type it here, public underscore HTML. There are some shortcuts. I'll tell you those later on. Public underscore HTML. Now, again, if you do ls here, then you will see the list of files that have been copied here. Now, one interesting thing with any Unix command like ls is that you can give it further options actually to get more details. For example, if I want to find out what is the last timestamp on these files, then I can do something like ls minus al, right, and then it will show me the file name or the folder name. Now anything that starts with d is a directory or a folder, and the one without it is a file. So and it has done some color coding for you here as well. I'm going to stop here because purpose of this is only to try these basic commands and making sure that you got the terminal. Because if you have not got the terminal, you just need to contact back to shift to IT team, and then we'll talk to the hosting company and make sure that they grant you proper access. Thank you very much.